3:30. Every morning my alarm will ring. I will get out of bed, put on my uniform, lace my shoes, and often I say to myself, why did I choose this life? Why I didn't choose a 9 to 5 job? Because 30 minutes later I had to be completely awake at 4 a.m. and ready to navigate together with my team a cruise ship approaching a busy port, and hundreds and sometimes thousands of guests were expecting us to take them, of course, safely and exactly on time at destination. Welcome, my name is Andrea. I am a former master mariner and I've been connected to the cruise industry for over 30 years. At the beginning of my professional career, I spent over 10 years on board large cruise ships as navigation officer. And on this channel that I just created, I would like to share with you luxury cruise travel stories from my own personal perspective. As you know, a cruise ship never stops operating. Whether the ship is at sea or even in port, the navigation bridge has to be manned by a team for safety and security duties. And the bridge staff normally works in teams following a 4 hours watch system, rotating in the 24 hours. And normally there are 3 teams, 4 to 8 a.m. and p.m., 8 to 12 a.m. and p.m., and midnight to 4 a.m. and 12 noon to 4 p.m. So when the captain is resting or is not on the bridge, the watchkeeping team is responsible for navigating the ship, avoiding collisions with other ships, monitoring the safety and security of the ship, all the alarms, in coordination with the engine room team, which is responsible for all the technical equipment and the power plant on board, and in coordination with all departments on board, such as hotel and even entertainment. And before going to sleep at night, the captain will leave written standing orders on the bridge. These written standing orders included, for example, the arrival time to the pilot station the following day, when to call the captain before arrival to the pilot station. So let's say that when I was a senior officer of the watch, it was a kind of serious responsibility. But the watch I've done the most in my navigation officer career somehow was the 4 to 8 in the morning and 4 to 8 in the afternoon, which was navigation-wise the busiest watch, because normally cruise ships arrive in port around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning and depart around 5, 6 p.m. And therefore I had to prepare the arrival and the departure in the afternoon. So my alarm rang at 3:30 a.m. or I was called by the officer on duty, and the first essential step when I arrived on the bridge with my team was taking a double espresso. I needed some caffeine to wake up. But there was also a sweet tradition, because around 5 a.m. a tray of fresh pastries was coming on the bridge for the watchkeeping team directly from the onboard bakery. And on the Italian ships where I come from, we had also a kind of tradition, I think coming from the Italian Navy. We had also a tray of focaccia. Well, you will ask yourself, focaccia at 5 a.m., but really I loved it. And as the cruise ship approached the pilot station, myself and my team became really busy. We had to prepare the pre-arrival checklist. We had to adjust the speed to arrive at the pilot station exactly at the minute that we were supposed to. And this was very important. We had to be very precise because arriving even 5-10 minutes later, we could have lost our slot. And this could have caused annoying delays for the tours, for our guests. Behind the scenes, every minute mattered. The engine room team had to prepare the machineries, all the systems, which are very complex. The mooring teams had to go to position. The security team had to prepare the gangways. The hotel team had to prepare the guests to go ashore. A cruise ship is not only a huge floating hotel, it is a huge maritime operation. And again, 3:30 in the morning, the brutal wake-up call. And this was going on every single day. There were no Saturdays, there were no Sundays, no free days for about 3-4 months at that time. When guests wake up in the morning, they see the cruise ship entering gracefully in a beautiful port, and their excursion is normally ready, perfectly on time. But behind that peaceful arrival, there is a bridge team and many other teams on board, waking up very early in the morning to make it happen. That invisible work is also part of luxury cruise travel. And if you are an experienced cruise traveler, did you know that this was happening while you were sleeping? Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was insightful, and I see you soon in the next video.